Communism is socialism in a hurry. Capitalism is a wonderful, wonderful system. It works. And you can only afford to try to be a socialist if somebody close to you has been a capitalist, so you can use their money to go out and spread your message. On and on I could go. America's thriving economy is showing the rest of the world that capitalism remains the most effective economic system known to all mankind. That's just the way it is. And meanwhile, of course, you got difficulties that continue to paralyze the United Kingdom with regards to this Brexit business or Brexit, whatever. I hear about it so much I don't even want to say it anymore. And then, of course, you slip over to France and everybody there is still fighting with that communist guy that runs their country. It's unforgivable, all those socialist taxes that he's put on. And that's what the socialist system is. We have to tax you because we take your money and we waste it. It's wrong. It's just morally corrupt. It's bankrupt with regards to morality and ethics, and these guys continue to do it. I mean, they're all about activity and not about achievement, and they hurt the people that they represent to others that they're really representing fairly because they don't do that. California, the Democrat Senator, what's her name? Kamala Harris. She recently gave a speech to the Human Rights Campaign in Los Angeles, and she said, this woman, she said, President Trump has caused a lot of us to go through individual and group therapy, and in my case, it's caused me despair, depression, anxiety, and fear. I don't know, there's almost no words to that, although I could think of a couple. I mean, you're a politician, lady. I mean, what are you talking about? Don't talk like that. Why don't you go out and do your bloody job? You're supposed to look after things. You're not supposed to whine and cry. Blah, 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 blah. You should go home and quit. And I don't know what you should do at home, but make soup or something. But don't try to be involved as a lawmaker because you're not really good at it. The Democrats now, and she's one of these, they're desperately trying to keep citizenship, that question of that, out of the 2020 census, right? It was removed by Obama, and Trump has said, we need to ask people, how hard can that be? Are you an American citizen? Check or don't check? I mean, really? The Trump administration recently did announce the reinstatement of that question, and everybody's mad. Why can you be mad? How's that possible? You work for the citizenry, right? What's wrong with that? These are the same people that want illegal immigrants to get fed, watered, have a driver's license, and vote. But they're not citizens. What part of that don't think? How can you possibly understand someone like that? I used to think there was a way to kind of break through, but there isn't. I mean, they're just dumb as ducks. A rational person, I'm going to include myself in that, can't think. It's impossible to think about what an irrational person is thinking about. And that's what we got with all these weirdos. Now, there's more. There's more about weirdos in Canada. Canada has no money, right? The prime mistake there, he gives the citizenry's money to everybody in other countries. That's what he does. And the people say, we can't afford this, and our taxes are too high. More than, I think it's 72 or 73% of all the money that Canadians earn go to some form of a tax or another. And now he said the other day, he's a giver, right? I'm going to give $1.3 billion to Toronto for affordable housing. Really, I want to upgrade, I want to make it better for all those people. Why don't you stop interfering? All the governments, when it takes years to get a permit from a municipal government and many years to do something else, and all the restrictions they put on, and recently Trudeau did that as well. He said, we're not going to give mortgages to people anymore unless there's new qualifications on this and that, and on it goes. And all of that always goes over to the homeowner, to the home buyer, and the prices always escalate accordingly, right? And now he's saying, I'm going to give you $1.3 billion. So I'm going to come up, get close to me, I'm going to hit you hard, and then I'm going to sell you a Band-Aid. What? That's what he does. Trudeau, you know what? He says he's a feminist. And a lot of people, and I don't know why we're even having this conversation about a man saying he's a feminist. I mean, really? But he says that. And people have said, you're not, because you just fired a couple of women. Can't you fire women without being caught? So now there's a writer here, her name is Kennedy, somebody, that's her last name. Trudeau's not a fake feminist. And she goes on to talk about him. To be a feminist, it means to right historical and ongoing wrongs. Historical? Really? We got to go pay for all what women did or didn't get, 100 years ago? That's how they think. That's how feminists think as well. And I don't want to have gender-based violence anymore. I don't know how you can prevent that. Men don't get raped, women do. I mean, instead in Canada, you don't want violence? It's against the law for a woman in Canada to defend her life. It's against the law. If she gets pepper spray, which you can't get, if you do find it in a store somewhere, you have to register for it. But if she put it in her purse, it's a concealed weapon, she gets 3 years in jail. 3 years in jail. And you're talking about, I want gender-based violence to be equal. And on and on they go. These people have no clue. I mean, you shouldn't be talking like that. Women should be told, you can protect your life. It's your right. When I say that to women, they'll say, you're not right. I can protect my life. I say, you can't. You really can't. Go to a store and ask for a little mace gun. They don't exist in Canada. Oh, they must. Go look. They don't. I can get bear spray. And I said, yeah, if you're going to go up and see a bear, I guess, but you have to register again. You have to register for it. And the containers like that, so you can't put it in your purse if you're going running or in a side pocket or anything like that. You know what? It's a bizarre thing. And then you got weird old people like that walking around saying, we want to be equal. Okay, then. Remember, are you ready for this one? Remember, he who laughs last, he didn't get it. See ya.